Hey, what's up, everyone? So this week I have someone super amazing and just the coolest person ever, my friend Taylor. And I'm super excited because, yeah, we have a bit of a fun episode. Taylor, how's it going? How are you feeling?
Hey Kelly, well, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. It is so exciting that you asked me to do this with you. We have so much fun every day. I hope it can brighten someone else's day and that we can, look back on this in a couple years and do an even better one to see how far we've come. Our conversations are soul food, and the fact that I do not live in Cape Town is really heartbreaking. So if it wasn't for you and our chats every day, I'd probably just be like really sad for majority of the work hours.
I know sometimes it gets very lonely when you're working from home because it's very like isolating. So it is really nice to have like someone where we can like just chat about anything and yeah, it's really good.
That's true. Having you has definitely changed my perspective on remote working, and it has made things feel more comfortable, like definitely part of my sanity. So I guess if anyone is like trying to make their work from home experience a bit better, having someone who can like lighten up your day and make it feel like normal, I guess, like office chats, it's definitely the way to go.
Wait, before we get started, let's do like a little bit of an icebreaker. So this is something that I love asking people in general. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Oh my gosh, I actually did not have breakfast this morning.
What?
And it's like, I know we chat about this all the time, and like you have been the person to encourage me to like eat breakfast and to, have better, healthier ways of doing things. And I was just so excited for this. I did my morning walk and I literally came back. So I didn't have breakfast, but there is a chia pot waiting in the fridge for me. And I like cut up mangoes and I mixed it with protein yogurt. So that is gonna come later.
That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. So have you been getting into like the chia pots a lot now?
I really have actually. Like I was reading up a lot like about flaxseed, for example, those
Yeah.
benefits and the benefits of chia. So I've been making these really cute pots for my mom-in-law and I every morning, and I've been getting really creative with them. So, Woolworths used to sell this chia pot with mango and it was divine, and I haven't been able to find it like in a really long time. So I've just been making them at home.
Yeah, but it is really cute to make it at home. Like it's kind of like a Pinterest board type of breakfast because you can kind of put in those like little glass jars and then you can make it look really nice.
That's true. I did order them off of Temu, so I have been inspired by Pinterest and I have been inspired by your healthier ways, so we're getting there.
So, in order for us to actually stay on track, because as you know, we do tend to go off topic a lot. So, I want to start out with asking you, when was the last time you did something small that unexpectedly lifted your mood?
Honestly, like it's been really hot. So just yesterday, I went for a late afternoon swim. No phone, no music, no multitasking. It's just getting into the cold water to cool down and reset. I love listening to the birds in the garden and like watching the clouds move. So it wasn't a workout, it wasn't like a productive swim. It was just quiet. And it completely shifted my mood. Like I'm really trying to create more moments like that in my life where I'm not over consuming or like doing five different things at once. I just want to focus on being in one place, being present. And it was surprisingly grounding. I get really irritable in the heat, which makes it even worse. So after my last call yesterday, I just jumped in the pool. And like that is where you could find me until dinner.
Shame, yeah, but that sounds really nice though. I took like a total reset off Instagram for like 2 months, and it actually really changed my whole perspective because I was like, oh my gosh, like what can I do now with all of this extra time? And you sort of become a bit more present in the moment, which is really nice. And then your brain isn't like overthinking and spiraling and stuff. Sometimes just taking a swim is actually a really good idea with no phone and just like vibing out.
It's really hard to put my phone down if I'm honest. Like, even if I have something pending, like maybe a task or it's at night and I know I need to like start getting ready for bed to wind down, I will just scroll and scroll, knowing that I have something else to do. I feel like it becomes really addictive. So, to be like more disciplined in putting my phone down, and like you gave up socials, I have done that before. And a little trick is I've actually turned off my notifications. So I don't constantly have something like bugging me to go back or, oh, checking on something. So that really does help if you want to, spend less time on social media.
I know you're actually always on Instagram Reels. It's so funny.
I know, I'm absolutely addicted, especially sending you like the ones about work and about our days. Like it is so funny. Comfort is definitely sending you a reel that you can relate to for how, the day was or something going on. Like that is a different level of feeling okay.
No, my favorite reel though that you've ever sent me definitely has to be that one with Kevin Hart when he's dancing to that like that Usher song. And it says, I think the caption or something was when people tell you it's unprofessional to be friends with your colleagues or something like that. You don't understand how many times I watched that. It was like on loop, honestly.
He's soul food. Anything that like he's in, his memes, his gifts are so funny. Like I don't know how I would survive without having like that. It's just something to laugh at. And I think I also forget to do that during the day because things are so serious. So by the time I actually get to bombard you with a million different videos, it's just actually having a laugh after laugh. So I'm glad you enjoy them.
Do you have any specific rituals or habits that feel cozy or are comforting to you, even if they're not necessarily like wellnessy?
Actually, I do. And rewatching the same series or like the same movies, that is so comforting for me. I love a good series, and it's not exactly like peak productivity advice that I'm giving, but having background like comfort TV on, it really makes me feel so safe and I can focus. Like it's really strange. Like just I guess feeling safe in the environment lets me be more focused at the same time. Also, a cup of matcha before bed, a Sudoku, favorite way to wind down and get comfy for the night. Like if you see that cup next to my bed and my iPad is on, you just know like there is no getting anything from me after that point. And I love a hot bath, like especially at night and especially with Lush. Like I'm completely obsessed with their product. So having a snow fairy bath and pretending it's still Christmas is my ultimate cozy, comforting moment. Like that's my version of therapy.
That honesty sounds amazing.
Oh, tell me about it. Like it's my favorite. I'll lie there for hours, honestly. Like you will think I've gone missing.
I know, and the best part about like when you're soaking in the bath and stuff, especially if you have like candles and like essential oils or whatever, you sort of come out of the bathroom afterwards and you're so relaxed.
Our senses are so like heightened at certain points, and a lot of the time it's not to like reach a point of relaxation. So when you do get to have a nice hot bath or like light a candle, I feel like you activating your other senses that can actually help you relax. So yeah, that's my favorite. Honestly, snow fairy. Like if I'm smelling that, it is just instant relaxation for my body.
Are there any certain shows or movies or books that you keep going back to when you need a little bit of comfort?
Honestly, Vampire Diaries, Harry Potter. I'm absolutely obsessed with Harry Potter, like truly. There's just something so calming about like the predictability. So rewatching those, it's definitely like a good cure for anxiety. And for me, when life feels super uncertain, I don't want suspense. Like I don't want to be watching something and I'm on edge the whole time waiting to see what happens. I would need familiarity. So those are my main shows and movies that just feel like home to me. And then for books, reading as a whole is just so comforting and the best escape. But my favorite author is John Grisham. So anything he's written, you can definitely find in my hand, guaranteed. But I have to say, I don't tend to reread my book.
Stefan or Damon?
Damon, for sure. Like, I have yet to come across anyone that was team Stefan. And shame, like, honestly, when you start watching it, you definitely team Stefan. But then, we all love a good red flag, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But I'm also a sucker for like the brooding. You know how Stefan is, where he's so like sweet and stuff? I can be a little bit of a sucker for that too. Don't you think that Stefan looks like Justin Bieber?
Yes, totally. Especially like when he was much younger. I actually remember a lot of memes going around about that. That was quite funny.
Like it's kind of scary how similar they look actually.
You know what I've always like thought of, and it's so random. It's like they say that there's like maybe 8 or 9 people in the whole world that look like you. And I've always thought of like, what would I do if I did run into my own doppelganger? Like, would I look at her and think, oh no, is that what I look like? Or, would I instantly be loving and excited? Or would I be judging and think, oh, is that what I have too? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think about it often.
I would probably run away. Like I think it would scare me so much to like see myself in front of me as like a living person. I would probably just run away. Like it's just too scary to think about.
It's really strange to think about. Like there could be other people out there that look like us, but we will probably never see them.
Is there a place that always makes you feel calm or like happy when you visit it?
I love the ocean, like always. I think there's just something so comforting about how it smells and standing in the sand, the water like coming over your feet. It really has always made my problems feel so small when you like look at something so big. And it's really grounding. And, like you mentioned that I'm not in Cape Town and you are. I have to say it's something that I am so jealous of every single day. Because I think that the ocean does so much for your soul. And also the Kruger Park. Like I
Yes.
love being surrounded by nature, the animals, and I love nature photography. So that's one of my side hobbies and like things that I love doing. And if I could be somewhere every day for the rest of my life, it would definitely be there.
Oh my gosh, this definitely like makes so much sense on why we're friends.
But as I've gotten older, I've learned to just appreciate things like, for example, smelling the ocean or walking outside in the morning. Like you just learn to be grateful for the things that some people probably have never experienced and will never experience. And I love being inside. I'm definitely an inside person. I'm a city girl, but there is just something so amazing about nature that I feel whole when you're there.
I know it kind of like slows the world down for a little bit when you're like at the beach and like spend the entire day at the beach, for example, like whether it's by myself or with friends, and you're just like swimming all day and then you go home. The sun, there's something about being in the sun and like swimming, and you just feel so much calmer and like relaxed.
That's true. I kind of feel like it's your body just resetting in nature, like absorbing what it needs to absorb, especially from the sun.
So one of my friends is Italian and she said that they have this thing called siesta time. So a lot of like the shops and stuff in like the countryside of Italy, they like close their doors at like 12 p.m. or something and everyone goes for a nap, an Aperol spritz or something. And they just like really focus on like a slow life, which is actually really nice.
That is amazing. I think that's probably why, like, maybe the Europeans have much longer lifespans than the rest of us because they actually focus on loving your life. And I think that's something like I can honestly say, put in the back of my head. Like, you don't really think about loving your life. I think we're really action-packed and it's really dangerous for your health.
Okay, what's your go-to no-brainer comfort activity, even if it's like something silly or small?
Series, bed, snacks, cozy PJs, hair tied up in a ball, and a fluffy blanket. Maybe no one else considers that an activity, but that's totally an activity for me. And it's my ultimate comfort place. Just to be able to wind down, I just appreciate those moments so much. And that's my no-brainer, like comfort activity.
Yeah, that does make sense though, because you have an A-type personality and like you're constantly grinding and working really hard, even on weekends. I feel like that sort of like levels out your energy a little bit. Like you need a little bit of laziness.
Like, oh, I absolutely love having a lazy moment and just like appreciating that I can be lazy because then, work makes up for the rest of it, which because you work just as hard. So I think like as soon as I hear the word activity, I picture being busy and doing things, whereas like that is the opposite. My social battery runs out really fast, if I'm honest. Like
Same.
I will feel flat before even going to an event. I'll be like, oh, my social battery's already out. So I think for people that have really big or extroverted personalities and they can be with other people for longer, I think maybe they're the ones that struggle to be alone. And to also like deal with your own thoughts is really difficult. So I
Yeah.
think that puts a lot of people off.
I know, like my social battery as well, like it runs out really quickly. So like people will ask me, "Hey, do you want to do this?" or "Hey, do you want to come here?" And then I will literally be like, I'll first like talk to my dad and be like, yeah, this person asked me to do this or whatever, and I'm not really sure if I want to go. And he's always like, don't be silly. Like he's always like snapping me out of it because I'm already telling myself that I know I'm not going to enjoy it. But then again, I also need to get out of my own comfort zone sometimes.
Oh, definitely. And I think having someone like your dad that can actually, you know, kind of like snap you out of feeling the same way the whole time, that's really nice because sometimes those like last minute adventures are the best ones that you'll ever have. But it can take a lot to like get out the house and know you're going to have to deal with people. And I think also like being really empathetic, which I know you are too, you kind of absorb other people's energies. And I think that's what makes it so difficult to be like around a lot of people or for a really long time. And then if you think about it, like having to adapt, constantly adapting to other people, their personality. And I think it's really draining. So I think by just wanting to stay home, we actually kind of just want to preserve our own peace, I guess. It's like probably an internal decision we're making.
What are your comfort foods that make you happy? And do you have any healthy option alternatives to those?
So, my ultimate comfort food, lasagna. Actually anything pasta just makes me so happy.
Yes.
Like eating literal happiness. And I love a warm blueberry muffin with like way too much butter and jam and cheese. Like, a mug and bean muffin, ultimate comfort. And if I'm really trying to be balanced, like I mentioned earlier, I love making like the chia seed pots with strawberries or something I did a couple years ago was, I mean, I was vegetarian and pescatarian for 10 years. So I like transitioned through that in my life. And a couple years ago, I did a veggie detox, which was like 21 days, only whole vegetables and fruits. And I found this really awesome recipe for a pumpkin soup, and it was amazing. So I've like kind of stuck to that recipe ever since. So yeah, I guess that would be my healthy option or alternative to my lasagna.
Burger King or McDonald's?
Oh my gosh, McDonald's. There's nothing better than an OG McFlurry, chicken nuggets, like a junior cheeseburger. I mean, especially after like a heavy night, it's still the ultimate cure.
Have you noticed any patterns in what actually makes you feel better versus what you think should make you feel better?
Yes. And honestly, this was a super big realization for me this year because I've been trying to do different things to see what I, actually enjoy and what I don't enjoy. And the things I don't enjoy, I cut out pretty quickly because life is really too short to do the things you hate. And what I think should make me feel better, is like being productive, ticking off my to-do list, getting ahead. But what has actually made me feel better is just slowing down, going for a morning walk, praying the rosary. Like those are just such wholesome things that don't make me feel like I need to achieve anything to feel better. I just need to like be present in my life to feel better. Connecting with someone or having a good wholesome chat with you or Cam, like taking extra time to like just do those things or pray, it definitely reduces anxiety. Also finding a way to prioritize and like protect your mental health, that's really difficult to try and get out of that super unhealthy work-life balance because I truly like overwork all the time and it's just part of my personality. But then to find something that actually made me feel better in my mind, that was really hard. So I think when people say, oh, you've got to prioritize your mental health and stuff, like you don't actually even know where to start, if I'm honest. I think like the quickest way I can do that is cleaning the space around me. So like making sure everything's clean and in its space, lighting a candle, opening the windows, like just having fresh air. There's something about that. It's like an instant reset. And as much of an inside person as I am, like being in nature, like we've spoken about, it's definitely a really good way to reset. Like something so small, walk on the grass with no shoes. When we're kids, we love doing this. You make mud balls and you really just appreciate everything for what it is. And as you get older, you're kind of like icked out by a lot. So I would just say like go and stand outside. And I love doing this. Just being one with nature, it feels different. Your body feels different when it kind of like touches the source of its energy, if that makes sense. I think like not being afraid to try something for the first time is something we lose like going into your adult life because failure is so scary. But I think like channeling your inner child to not be afraid of anything, it actually works out for the best always. Like you've always got to try and learn new things, and you have to be prepared to fail because I mean, no one's perfect. And the more you fail, the more you learn.
I know, and that gift that you sent me yesterday of like Homer Simpson, like, casually backing up into the grass, it's so funny. And then when I told you that to me after like every conversation that I have, and sometimes I have to remind myself, because I am an overthinker in general, I just have to like remind myself that, you know what, at least I put myself out there and I was a kind person. Because you get so many people that are like fake or like don't actually show their true selves in like a conversation or if they're meeting someone. So instead of like overthinking it, I have to like tell myself like, you know what, it's fine. Like just let it go.
Exactly. You know what? I think it's so authentic, and you are truly like one of the most authentic people I've ever met. Like, there's never been a moment where I've questioned you or your character, and it is so nice to have people like that in your life because, I mean, I don't walk away from our conversations thinking, "Oh no, what did I say?" Or, and the people who do make me feel that way, like it's just, my enemy telling me that's not the right person to have. But I think the fact that you're so authentic, even in work relationships, like it's so different. You don't find that often. And like to connect with people remotely is really hard. Give yourself more credit because your personality makes it so easy.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet, honestly. So if you had to recommend one thing to a friend that always gives you a little bit of a boost, what would it be?
I love baking and it's such a fun way to like boost my mood. Anyone who like had to clean the kitchen after would totally disagree with you. With me, like I'm not, trying to be a cleaner cook in the kitchen, but I love seeing people happy, especially if they're eating something like delicious that I made. And that boosts my mood really quickly. Apart from like your little walks without making it a workout or just like enjoying a moment without like over consuming. I think that's what I would recommend is just go into the kitchen and just try and make something really fun. And it boosts your mood as well if you eat something really yummy. If you ask Cam if he wants Mexican pasta, he's definitely going to tell you I'm the worst cook in the world. It's like the only thing I really got super inventive with. And, he made it sound like he was almost dying. It was so terrible.
I know, but the fact that you even experiment, like the other day when you told me you made like flapjacks or something or pancakes,
Those were bomb, actually. I
like
really like those.
stuff like that, or you're making chia pots like every for like breakfast every day, and like stuff like that. It's like you're going out of your way to like try new things. Yeah, I just love that.
It's a lot of fun. And I think also like finding foods that your body agrees with is also really difficult. So, like by doing these fun things, you can actually try new flavors. And I have to say, I'm really easy when it comes to food. Like I will be open to trying new things, but flavor types or like world cuisine, like I'm not that person that will go overseas and order like chicken strips. Like I am going to try everything. And it really helps when you get inventive in the kitchen to just also see what your body says thank you for.
That is so funny, chicken strips. Oh my gosh.
It's like
That's
standard chicken strips and chips or like chicken nuggets or whatever. It's like super basic food you'll find
that
anywhere.
is so funny. Wait, what did you guys eat mainly when you went to London?
I love London and we loved our holiday, but I have been so like happy to be South African with the quality of food that we have and just our restaurants in general. Because when you go overseas, you really see like how different countries like food qualities are. And the food was amazing. Like we definitely appreciated the home cooked meals with the families. But I have to just say, like we went to this one Italian restaurant in London. It was really close to the Thames and it was beautiful. But you can order anything in South Africa. And like no one's going to tell you, oh no, we don't do this or we don't make that. And we went to this Italian restaurant. It was so beautiful. And we were like, okay, we'll have a Hawaiian. Can we have like a chicken breast with a Capri salad? Like we were just, ordering so many things because we were so hungry. And no jokes, they told us no. They were like, no, you can't eat that, you can't order this. Like it had to do with like certain timings, or this meal didn't match with this meal.
What?
And it was so strict. Like, I guess, respecting other people's cultures and their types of restaurants and things, we would just never have that in South Africa. Like, if you want to put pineapple on your pizza, that's fine. You can get a Hawaiian anywhere. Like, if you want to order like a cappuccino after a certain time, we will do that for you. So, like, London's food was really different to home. Yeah, I think I love fish. So, I survived on a lot of like fish and chips, for example. That's really popular in the UK. Pastas, pies, a lot of pies. Like, you can find amazing bakeries anywhere and they've got tons of pies. So yeah, it's really different to South Africa. They were like, no steak houses, no spur ribs or burgers. It was really different.
Oh my gosh, when last time I've been to Spur?
How are you surviving? Like, you have to go and get a nachos. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, they actually do make really good nachos there, and it's like a reasonable price as well.
On a Monday, actually, I just saw this recently. Monday, you can get chicken schnitzel or a burger and a drink, and it's like 99 bucks, which is really good because I mean, these days, 100 Rand doesn't get you very far.
What is your vibe for 2026?
I would say soft power and very intentional. So, like, more grounded confidence, more intentional work, relationships, and a lot more joy, a much closer relationship with God. That's always priority. But I feel like 2026 just has depth, more peace over noise, and much less wasted energy.
That's so beautiful, Taylor. Oh my gosh.
You know what? I feel like there's just going to be so much more meaning behind living. And that's really what I'm trying to do and focus on. And I have to say, you have been my inspiration behind doing these things because before you came along, I was really stuck in this really toxic, constant work, like no fun, like life balance. And our chats are really grounding, seeing how you like take your approach to life. And I'll give credit to you being from Cape Town because you guys do have such a different, like, calm vibe to you. It's definitely like rubbing off, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to hear like good things, you know? So to end off, I just want to do like a rapid fire. So just like answer one word. So day or night,
Not.
coffee or tea,
Coffee.
cat or dog,
Dog.
beach date or movie date.
I would say beach dates, only because I'm nowhere near the ocean right now, but I love a movie date. It's so romantic.
Okay, Paris or California?
Paris.
Obviously, I knew you were gonna say that actually. Matcha or pumpkin spice latte?
Oh my gosh. Matcha until October. Then we are totally pumpkin spice all the way.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Taylor. I really enjoyed this. Honestly, you're just amazing, and I'm so grateful that you decided to come on. I think you're such an amazing person. You really inspire me, and yeah, like thank you so much for your time.
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much, Carlos. I absolutely love this with you.
I'm pretty sure people will love you just as much as I do because like you're so amazing.
Oh, let's go and kill this. It's Wednesday. We have like 2 days left to kill the rest of the week, and it's almost Valentine's Day. And I love the Galentine's gift you sent me. Honestly, just cherish you. Like, this was so much fun. Thank you for everything.
Packing the mail, it's gone. She like I smell cologne. Yeah.